Welcome to RaiGurukul.com. In this video, we'll discuss about system testing, which is an important part of software testing process where we are verifying a system through end to end. So we'll see here what is system testing, approaches of system testing, what do you verify in system testing, software testing hierarchy, types of system testing, and tips to perform system testing. If you're visiting this channel first time, please hit subscribe button, and if you have not yet, press bell icon for future updates. So whenever I will upload a new video, you will get notified. And if you want to learn software testing from scratch, please follow my software testing playlist. I will also include the URL in description tab. So system testing implies testing the framework in general, so which means we are verifying the complete system thoroughly. Every one of the modules or parts are coordinated to confirm in the event that the framework fails in true to form or not. System testing is finished after integration testing. This assumes a significant part in conveying a top-notch item where we are performing complete testing of our system, which includes unit integrations, then UAT. So, what is the approach of performing system testing? So it is performed while integration testing is finished. It means if you want to learn about integration testing, you can watch my integration testing video. I will also include the URL in description tab. So how we are performing the system testing. So first is a unit testing where we are verifying each set of codes, the functionality, the variables, and the logic of the code, which means it's unit testing. After that, we are verifying the integration testing, then system testing, and finally the acceptance testing, which is the complete flow of performance. Normally, a system testing is a black box type of testing. This testing accesses the working of the framework according to client perspective. With the assistance of determination record, it requires no inward informations on framework like the plan or design of the code. It contains functional and non-functional area of application of product. So what to verify in system testing? So system testing include testing the product code on different aspects. Testing the completely coordinated applications, remembering outer peripherals for requests to check how parts connected with each other and with the framework overall. This is likewise called end-to-end testing situations. So if we talk about the WhatsApp applications, so generally in WhatsApp applications we have top 5 functionality: one, audio video, messenger services, settings, payment options, and their status or profile. So generally testing all this WhatsApp applications, we have to make sure that all the functionality should be working perfectly fine, which means whenever the people will make and call audio and video, that should be clear. The functionality of payment gateway should also be clear. Settings as well as privacy content should work as per expected scenario. So testing everything together is called as system testing. It also confirms careful testing of each and every contributions to the applications to check for wanted yields. Whenever we are finding a defects, we have to report that defects to the business team, or even we have some observations, we can also inform to the product owner or the business team so that they can take a final decisions. Is it a really bug, or this is just a part of observations, or we can ignore it accordingly. Testing of the client environment in the applications also a part of system testing only. So how software testing hierarchy will work? Coming up next is a rundown of programming testing classes organized in sequential requests. These are the means taken to test new programming in anticipation of advertising it completely. Unit testing is performed on every module or block of code during improvement. Unit testing is ordinarily finished by the software engineer who compiles the code. Here we have to cover end-to-end scenario or edges of the application as well, or we can add boundary value analysis, which help us to certify the products without any defects. Integration testing done previously, during and after reconciliations of other module into the principal programming bundle. This include testing of every individual code module. One piece of programming can contain a few modules, which are in many cases made by a few distinct developers. It is urgent to test every module's impact on the whole program module. Next is system testing done by an expert testers on the finished programming items before it is acquainted with the market. Acceptance testing is a beta testing of the item finished by the genuine and client. Generally, this testing are done by the end user, or the testing, if it is performed in the in-house, then also this testing can be done on behalf of UAT only or end user only. So this is a general approach of software testing, that is acceptance, system integration, and unit. Now, which all types of system testing we have? So there are different procedures and performing system testings to be done. In each kind of system testing strategy varies in its goal and its approaches to achieving them. Hence, the sort of testing method of the undertaking relies upon project size, intricacy, timetable, and objectives. So first is functional testing. In this kind, tests are hurried to approve the usefulness of the system, where we are verifying the actual functionality of the products. So if we are considering the same example again of WhatsApp applications, where we have audio and video functionality, then we have messenger functionality, then we have privacy and settings. So testing everything all together is called as functional testing. Regression testing. So whenever any defects has been found, after fixing that defects, team has to do regression testing, so that the after fixing of the defect, the other module did not have any impact on it. So this testing confirms whether the current system works appropriately after the changes made. Then security testing. Security testing is a very important part of the testing, where we are verifying the security in terms of verifications and validations. So if application is secure enough, people will start using it or following it. Otherwise, if there will be a loophole, people did not like to work or to use this type of applications. Then performance testing surveys the presentation boundaries like unwavering quality and soundness and steadiness of the framework under different circumstances, where we are verifying even the load is on higher on application or functionality level, then how the application is behaving. So this is how we can call our performance testing. To do system testing, we should also have to make sure that usability testing, recovery, and documentations. So in usability testing, this accesses assuming that the framework is usable towards the end client. If any differences will be found as per the BRD document, that should be reported to the end users, so that if they wanted to have that functionality, they can keep. Otherwise, they will ask the developer to remove it. Then the recovery testing, it approves assuming the system is recoverable after normal close down or conditions, launching and exiting the applications. If there is any issues found, that should be needs to be rectified. Then documentation testing is checks the accessible documentation of the item and its ease of the use. So which all challenges we feel while doing system testing. System test strategy is exceptionally urgent to the progress of the testing. System testing begins late when every one of the parts are prepared. Consequently, the expenses of fixing the bug in this type of testing is always higher. Likewise, the limitation of the bugs is troublesome, as the whole system is participating in the testing. So which all tips we can use it while performing system testing? So first is recreate constant situations as opposed to doing ideal testing, as the framework will be utilized by an end client and not by the prepared analyzer. So it's always recommended to use constant situations opposed during ideal testing scenarios. Second, check the framework's reactions in different terms as a human could do without to pause or to see some unacceptable informations. Third, introduce and design the framework according to the documentations, since that is what the end client will do. Fourth, affecting individuals from various regions like business, examiners, engineers, analyzers, clients consent in superior framework. And fifth, which is the final tips of system testing, will be regular testing is the best way to ensure that the smallest change in the code to fix the bug has not embedded one more BC bug into the framework. So that's all important tips we have for system testing. So that's all about this contain. So we have started with system testing, introduction of system testing, then we have discussed the different approaches, then how to perform the system testing, which all types of system testing we have, and finally the important tips we have covered. So hope you enjoyed the content. If you think so this will be useful, don't forget to share within your circle. Thank you for watching.